I imagine being on stage and being in the final two is a moment you could only kind of conceptualize from afar. When you were actually standing on stage, what was going through your mind when you were waiting to hear if your name was going to be called or not?
I whispered to Josh, like, catch me because I'm about to fall. Like the weight of the weight was a lot of weight. And I just remember feeling this overwhelming sense of gratitude because I had made it that far, not knowing what was going to happen at all. Of course, standing beside Josh Sanders, who is a vocal beast, I was glad to be up there, you know?
Absolutely. And speaking of that, it's very not common to be standing with your teammate up there. What did it mean for you two to be the final two and know that Team Reba was going to win no matter what?
Oh my God. Now that we was excited about. We was excited that we could give our coach her first win. That was a really special moment.
It's very clear how much you adore Reba. What was the first thing that you can say that you talked about with her post-win, and what did it mean to kind of have her on your side during this journey?
Oh my God. Yes, Reba is everything to me. To even be able to talk to her is um is a dream. To be able to get feedback from her is a dream. And seeing her when they called my name was a moment that I will never forget. It was almost like time just stood still. And I just saw her and she was like, yes. So definitely very joyful in my heart for sure.
You've talked about it was mentioned, in the finale as well, that you took a break from music prior to this.
Mhm.
What does knowing that music is going to be a part of your foreseeable future mean for you now?
I am so glad I gave my gift a chance. You know, I had given up on myself. I had given up on other aspirations, but music always had a place in my heart, and I felt like giving it a chance got me here.
Yeah.
And I'm excited. I'm now excited about the music. Um, I can't say I was before because I didn't think that none of this could happen. But because it's here, I'm ready to sing.
Yeah. The show has had a number of queer contestants in the past, but you are the first openly queer contestant who won. What does achieving that milestone to you, especially on season 25, which is a celebration of the series in general, mean?
Hmm. It means so much, and I am so, so proud to stand so boldly in my community and love everybody in the LGBTQ community as the first openly winner. I'm like, we have arrived, honey. Yes.
Absolutely. Well, outside of the winning announcement, you did get to have the duet with Reba. And was it like getting to have that moment on stage with her?
You know, I was screaming so much in rehearsal, and she would just laugh. I'm like, I'm singing with a superstar, the queen of country music. So every time she would hit a high note, I would just scream. I would just flat out just start screaming. So by the time we got to the stage, I had screamed all I could scream. I got it all out. But there was one time I looked over there at her and saw that she was Reba McEntire, and I almost screamed. And she was like, "You better not do it, do it." So it was amazing.
I'm a little sad it didn't happen live on TV because that would have been a classic instant moment.
Like even at the end when she reached out to hold my hand and take a bow. I'm like, you bow. I don't ever have to bow. Okay, you bow. I'm scared to hold your hand. I was just I fanned out the entire time
Yeah.
for sure.
You've had such, it feels like, fearlessness in who you've chosen to tackle in terms of coverage. What was your approach in picking the right song for you that could also connect to an audience, but not being overwhelmed by like doing some of it, like something like Adele, for instance?
I mean, just that. I looked for the biggest songs. Um, I understand my voice and I know how big my voice is. And doing big songs allow me to really sing the way I know I could sing. Reba was very involved in the song choosing process. The producer would send her the songs and she would say, okay, yeah, let's go with that, or let's not go with that. So every song that she even agreed that I would do was a big song, and I feel like they all was just right for me.
Yeah, I mean, you killed what seemed to be the impossible in this. Looking back in your journey in terms of, the performances you did, what
Mhm.
was your favorite song that you were able to pull off?
So it's like a tie. I've been going back and forth all morning. I said one on one interview. Now I'm about to say another one on on this one.
Do it.
I'm a Libra, okay? I change all the time. But I'm just gonna say both Tony Braxton, Unbreak My Heart, and Whitney Houston, I Will Always Love You. Definitely for me was the standout performance for me. Like I enjoyed hearing myself sing, those songs for sure.
Absolutely. I know it's so close to actually winning, but looking to your future, what are your hopes for what you're able to achieve in the industry?
I want the same longevity as every artist I've sang on that stage had. Whitney Houston, Adele, um, Tony Braxton, they've all had this longevity where they've been able to soar and reach unimaginable heights. And so that's my desire, and I think it's pretty obtainable.